Hello, everybody. Stack AI tutorial.
Let's
Once
get
we're
into
in
it.
Stack AI Canvas, the feature today I'm going to demonstrate is having one project doing slightly or even drastically different tasks. So it could have two arms basically, one for handling one task and the other handling the other task. And in order to achieve that, we are going to use routing in and routing out. So routing in is uh, essentially condition block which you have true or false, so you can have like if it's about this answer true, if it's about that answer false, and you have the content which your user input go, and you have your condition which an LLM, in this case GPT 3.5 turbo, will determine the condition, right? So in this case,
Okay.
so your helpful AI assistant, you only reply with true or false for the routing in. If the user message is about tracking their order, then reply true. If it's about booking a call with a staff member, respond false. So yours can be anything basically. Yours can, if the user message is about A, respond true. If it's B, respond false. And tracking the order, respond true, right? So if it's true, go to this LLM. And the database we're using for tracking order is Airtable. In my previous tutorial, we used Airtable data loader. But today, for just ease of use of Zapier plugin, we want to stick with that. So I'm going to drag and drop a Zapier plugin, and you want to connect it. And then we want to head over to nla.zapier.com. It's very straightforward and easy to connect and get access to Zapier NLA. First, you go to credentials, and then you basically log into your Zapier, and then you click on step two, and then you have this page right here. And then you want to go to providers and actions and manage. So in this case, let me show you guys real quick our database. How does it look like? So it's Airtable in customer database table, and then you have the order status, purchase amount, and order number. So I'm going to have um, an an action which basically goes in the table and find the rows. You just type in the natural language, and then you select find the record in Airtable. So
And then
Airtable,
you
like
select
now.
base. Table also, you want to provide it as a hint field for the AI.
Wanna click on show all options.
Search by field. So you want to have this one to have AI, guess a value, because that's the action we're going to execute. Search value also for search formula, have the AI. Also for limit to view, you can
I'm
give it a
going
name.
to leave it as it is, and I'm going to uncheck so it goes out automatically, and then I'm going to click on enable action. And there you have it. Close action settings. Let's go back to Stack AI. I forgot to grab the API key. So you go to credentials. It's it right there, and then you'll have the action popping up here. You're a helpful AI assistant. You help our customers to track their orders. If in order to do that, you need to ask for the order number and search through your database and fetch relevant. Okay. In the other hand, if it's false, then I want to have another OpenAI LLM which is going to handle the booking part, right? So if it's false, then we will ask people to You'll allow customers to book a call with a staff member. In order to do that, you need to ask for their full name, email, phone number, and the reason of scheduling call. Um, Send the information to the Slack channel. And for this one, I just want to have routing 0. Okay, the action for this one is going to be ask the information and send it to the Slack channel. Again, we are going to use another Zapier NLA node, which we're going to do the same process. I'm going to fast forward this part a little bit. Send the Slack channel message. It's going to be our hint field for the AI. And I'm going to select NLA, message text, have AI, yes for this field. Uncheck. So once we have this one set up, now we want to combine these two. So they're routing out. Okay, little glitch with Stack. I had to refresh the page, logic, routing out. Let's test this bad boy. Okay, something I forgot. Let's enable all the memories. We definitely. I want to have an output for for this LLM. Units. You want to go to shared memory, and I want to grab two of these, and then I want to have LLMs 1 and 2 memory, so these guys can speak with each other. I'm going to window size as it is, and I'm going to give it. Now let's test this, guys. Let's say okay, so you can see now it retrieved all the data, um, order number, William, the full name, shipping status, processing, delivery expected dates, and the purchase amount. So it retrieved all the data. I know the format is not good for the user, but we can just change that either with this LLM, or alternatively, we would need to add another LLM after this one to actually clean this up. We're not going to be worried about that one here because that's a relatively simple problem to solve. But now let's see if it works the other way. So let's see if we say something different. All right, so as we like we asked it, email, full name, email, phone number, and the reason of scheduling a call. We're expecting this to be sent to our Slack channel. There you see, and there you see the message has been sent to our Slack channel, Jack Sparrow. So this is can be very helpful. And the format again is not beautiful, but I don't want to make this video super long. But I showed in the previous tutorial. This is an easy problem to solve. You either prompt it in this LLM itself, or you would need another LLM afterwards to clean this format for you. So guys, that's it. This is how you build a multifunctional AI assistant. Let me know if you liked it, and if you like the content, please subscribe, and see you next time.